Page Jansi Nikita, ECE B section. My topic about PN junction diode. Let's see diode first. This is the symbol of a diode. It has two terminals, anode and cathode. Anode having positive and cathode having negative symbol. It is denoted as positive anode. Cathode is negative. Next, definition of diode. The symbol of p-n junction diode is shown in figure. P-type and n-type regions are referred to as anode and cathode respectively. The arrowhead shows the conventional current of direction of current flow when the diode is forward biased. Means anode and cathode terminals are connected to p-type and n-type regions and current flows through the forward bias. Next, p-n junction diode. p-n junction diode. A p-n junction diode is formed from a piece of semiconductor, means germanium or silicon. Germanium or silicon is the continuous voltages, germanium having 0.3 and silicon 0.7. By diffusing of these materials to one half side and n-type material to other half side, the plane dividing the two zones is known as junction. Two regions are formed called P region and N region. Next, we'll see circuit diagram of PN junction diode. In circuit, it is the symbol of diode, anode and cathode. Anode having a positive nature and cathode having a negative nature. This is the circuit. Both P and N regions are formed in PN junction diode. In PN junction diode, poles are formed and N region electrons are formed. These two are empty holes. These two electrons are free electrons. Between P and N regions, depletion region is formed. Means holes and electrons are formed in this depletion region. Next. This process is called diffusion. While crossing the junction, the electrons and holes recombine to each other. Means electrons and holes takes place to each other, leaving the immobile ions in the neighborhood of the junction, naturalized as shown in figure. These immobile positive and negative ions set up a potential across the junction. Means these positive and negative ions are formed voltage across the junction. This is called potential barrier or junction barrier or voltage barrier. Due to potential barrier, no further diffusion of electrons and holes takes place across the junction. Next, potential barrier is defined as a potential difference, means difference of N region and P region across the PN junction diode, which restrict further movement of charge carriers across the junction. Before we can see silicon and germanium of the cut-in voltage is 0.7 and germanium having approximately 0.3 volts. This is also symbol of a diode. Before we can see this. Next, VI characteristics of a PN junction diode. In VI characteristics, three regions are formed. normal operating region, breakdown region, two regions. This is the forward bias. How can we represent the graphical representation? It is the reverse bias. It in y-axis flows from current and x-axis it flows voltage. In breakdown region, VBR means reverse breakdown voltage occurs in this region. Next, VR means reverse voltage. Next, forward bias characteristics. Forward bias, the slow rise in current in this region is because the external applied voltage is used to overcome the barrier potential. Means in forward bias 0.7 volts for silicon and 0.3 volts for germanium of the p-n junction diode. This region is the curve almost linearly. Means in these two voltages, the graph increases linearly. The applied voltage should not be increased beyond a certain self-limit. Means these graphs have no these graphs have not a limit. Up to infinity, we have considered these graphs. Otherwise, the diode will burn out. Means diode will burn out in this region. The forward bias at which the current through the p-n junction diode starts increasing rapidly by knee voltage. In forward bias, current starts from knee voltage, means small voltages to produce forward bias from increasing linearly. It is denoted by the letter VB. Knee voltage is denoted VK. Next, reverse bias. In reverse bias of p-n junction diode, to apply a reverse bias, positive terminal means positive terminal of the battery is connected to cathode and negative terminal of the battery is connected to anode. Means positive is connected to negative and negative is connected to positive. This can be referred as reverse bias. Under this condition, potential barrier at the junction is increased. In previous forward bias, potential barrier is decreased. This current is called reverse current and is due to minority carriers. These formed to the reverse bias minority carriers or holes is present and majority carriers or electrons is present. It is also called as reverse saturation current. I. The reverse current increases slightly with the increase in reverse bias supply voltages. This is all about the p-n junction diode. We will see p-n junction diode symbol, definition of p-n junction diode, circuit diagram of p-n junction diode, characteristics. Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity.